Let me introduce my company first, LAKU Management Sdn Bhd. The type of business that we are in, we are a potable water provider. So we pump water from the river and treat it and then distribute, and then we collect revenue. So most of our process, especially in the production processes, are all automated. So we have a very minimum numbers of people working there. So AI is actually very important to our company. We invest a lot of money in there because it helps us to be more competent and of course get our work done. Now, when we want to change a process, especially when we are trying to introduce a new software or using AI to replace the manual work, we usually form a team instead of individual ideas. So we form a team, especially from those people who are involved in the work processes, and they will be able to identify how this AI or this digitization will be able to help their work. So in other words, when we physically introduce that changes, they already buy in. So they will understand why the management would like to change this, and we do not have to convince them anymore. And of course, we provide very intensive training before the real things happening, and so that the employees are very familiar and comfortable with the software and the new technologies. And after the implementation, we don't leave them alone. We always provide them the continuous support, especially they have the continuous connection with the vendor. So anything happens with the technologies or the new changes, sometimes they are stuck or it doesn't run as what they want. At least they can call immediately or connect with the vendor, to solve the problem. So this actually helps my staff to accept changes, and of course, along the process, they themselves upskill to the new technologies that we require. That's how we manage the change, especially from manual to AI or automations. Our company, how much or whether we can actually keep pace with our digital transformation, I think it's very expensive actually to very honestly, very expensive to keep pace with the transformation. However, there are certain areas that we really we have no choice, and therefore with limited resources, we have to prioritize. The major parts of our, as I said, major parts of our treatment plants and treatment process are all automated, and in order to make sure that our staff are competent, we still go back to the very basic. We have to train them. They have to learn, relearn, and learn. So it's a continuous learning process for them, and it doesn't matter how much or how old they are. They still have to learn. Even if tomorrow they are retired, if today's their job change, they still have to learn to do the work for today and retire tomorrow. Our company have invested in this geographic information system, the GIS, in order to keep track of our distribution, the pipeline systems, and also the meter coding. And so in other words, from this system, we will be able to keep track of our distribution, our pipelines, the location of the pipelines, and also the location of our meter reader for every household. And recently, we also invested the water pressure management system, whereby by merely looking at that system, we will be able to keep track of the pressure for every pipeline that we have, and the moment when there is an abnormality of the pressure, immediately we know that something wrong with that particular parts of the pipeline, so we can actually send our maintenance out there. And in this way, we do not have to wait for public to report, hey, LAKU, we have a leak, you have a leak, pipe leak somewhere. Sometimes in the past, the leak was reported even after it happens after a few days, or sometimes it never being reported. So with the systems, we hope that we can actually reduce the waste of water through the leakages, and also we are able to provide better services to our customer using this kind of system. And we, of course, nowadays people don't like to queue up at the counter to pay for the payments and all this. So obviously, we also have to keep up. LAKU has to keep up with the trend too. So we actually arrange to be included so that the customer can actually pay online through JomPay, Bank to You, or CIMB clicks, and so on. And of course, with other parts of our processes like accounting, HR, payrolls, and all this, we are all using software to help us to do our work. And of course, in 2 years' time, LAKU is targeting to have a HR paperless system. So we are actually willing to invest in this so that we can actually help in reducing the use of paper, and is actually one of the considered as a corporate social responsibility that we think we should do. Okay. So how are we going to measure the success of these AI things in our company? I think with the reductions of the wastage, for example, our non-revenue water, NRW, increase efficiency of providing a better customer service to our consumer, and most importantly, increasing satisfactions of among our employees. I think all these are examples of measures that we can actually look for to measure our success. I do not really agree that with the introductions of AI or automations, it actually reduces the workload. In fact, it's a matter of changing from one type of job to another new work. Because once automation, there's no new requirements coming in, and people just have to relearn the new skill, upskill themselves so that they'll be able to cope with all these changes. That's the most important thing that any individual should do.
Hi guys, thank you for watching our video. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe. Stay tuned for our next video. Bye bye.